Hi guys, this video is actually part 2 of the recording of my podcast episode with Danae. So if you haven't watched part 1 yet over on her channel, please click the link in the description box below to watch it and then come back to this one when you're finished with that one. This weekly podcast episode is available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. All you have to do is search for the Pebbled Leather Podcast on either platform or click the link in the description box below. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Lisa Goddard, and I can't seem to stop talking about leather bags. If you love watching leather bag reviews as much as I enjoy making them, please take a moment now to subscribe to my channel and be sure to hit the little bell so that you get notified when I upload a new video. Now, let's get on with the video.
I love it. I knew I was going to love you, Danae. I knew it.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
So what advice do you have for anyone who wants to get started and follow in your footsteps? What would be your advice for them?
I just remembered something I wanted to add to this last one. So
Okay.
we can go back a little. And maybe it answers
Absolutely.
this. One reason also my videos work is because they're kind of timeless. It's not like I'm reviewing, January favorites of something that's not going to be around, like those makeup boxes,
Mm-hmm.
So I see people go back to the Coach bag video, or I see them go back to old videos. And that's maybe something where if you're going to continue doing this, try and make something timeless. Like topics. I mean, you're doing more topics. Like, what are timeless topics and not just trendy things that can get you a hit or video and views, but something people can come back to, or it's a little more universal.
That's a good
Another
point.
thing I try to do is, I'm not always the best at it, but reviewing men's and women's products, or at least making a channel that both could enjoy. Because my demographics in the beginning were all men, because it was doing really manly bags, and then it goes to women. But I want my subscriber to see something for them once in a while, not just like one kind of subscriber.
That's okay. And plus people give gifts to one another too. So
That's true.
yeah. That's good.
I don't know if maybe you're asking for advice on the video side, because I don't have podcast advice, but like titles matter of a video,
Okay.
thumbnails matter, like how good that thumbnail looks, amazing photos. You can actually do a lot of research on YouTube about how the algorithm works and how the tags within a video, that's something hidden and it's embedded in the video, where I'm going to use trendy words, and that can help generate more views.
I love that. Can I just comment on something? I love how you said, so I hear, make it timeless. I love that. And probably I even need to think about seasons as well, because the other day I posted a video with a Christmas tree behind me, and I find myself that I'm less likely to click on a holiday-ish video if it's the summertime.
Oh, subconsciously.
Subconsciously, right. And so I should think about that. That kind of goes with your timelessness that you speak of. And I also think it's really cool and interesting that you didn't worry about like posting every week or posting on a regular basis. You first thought of your family and said, I'm going to just do it in however it fits into my family. And I think that's really cool, because I think a lot of people will say, oh, you have to consistently post all the time, and that can be overwhelming. And then you don't get started, or you crash and burn,
Well, also, I would be a bigger channel if I did. I would have maybe more success by someone else's definition, but I'm not.
You're perfect, just the way you are.
Well, I have my own company doing interior design, and I waited 10 years to have kids. And so in the meantime, I was just living my life the way I wanted, but it didn't, I still dream of how big YouTube could be for me, but that dream isn't being paired with motivation right now. And it bothers me, but it's also like, okay, it's okay. I mean, I love when people are like, we missed you, we want more. And I'm like, that means I'm still doing something right, but sorry, I've let you down. I went down to look at all my bags today, and there's 30 bags that people have never seen on my channel.
Oh, really?
And they're bags from either people gave them to me, or they're just ones I randomly found, or my own personal purchases I haven't gotten around to reviewing. And I'm like, there's so much I could do down here. There's so much I can still do. And that's a good thing. And I make it a bad thing when I get anxious about it. But
you're right. It's potential. That's all.
Life, we don't need to be busy people. We can be happy, relaxed people. We don't have to be busy.
That's really smart. And your life is so full already.
Yeah.
And with many good things, with your daughter, with your husband, with all the joy, and you're present for her and him.
Oh, yeah.
And
I see a lot of girlfriends in my life very busy, and I just don't think I want that. I like not being busy. I like easing into the weeks and just taking it in stride. That's my vibe.
I agree. That's good. That's good. Now, I do want to know this. I know I've seen you condition bags on your videos. Yeah. How do you feel about that? Because I'm really conflicted, really conflicted, to the point where it's going on like a decade and I won't touch anything to my bag product-wise. Do you regularly condition? And if so, what product do you use?
No, I don't. I condition when they need it. I condition if they look dry.
Okay.
And I use Chamberlain milk.
Leather milk, okay.
Leather milk, yeah. And I keep all my bags out of sunlight.
Okay.
They're in a dry space. I use dust bags.
Oh, good. Okay.
I have Amazon has these hanging bag organizers I use because I have so many now.
Oh, you're gonna have to send me a link.
Oh, I can send you a link. Yes. Okay. Well, I got some clothing rack. I think it's called clothing rack on wheels, and then I hung a bunch of those. And it's more or less like, if a bag needs conditioning, I'll do it. But I don't think bags need it that quickly. Okay. It depends if you're using it a lot and you're in the elements a lot.
Okay, that's good to know. Then
I maybe I'm not doing it right, but yeah, my opinion is I just do it as needed, but it's not much at all.
Okay, good. I wanted your opinion on this because I've surveyed everybody and I am conflicted, but I feel peaceful hearing that from you.
And I mean, if you saw the Coach video, that was a girlfriend's bag, and it was a purchase from a thrift store, and it was so thirsty that I had to like go over that with so much conditioner.
You really did. And then it looked so good at the end. Like that's just what it needed. So I see what you mean. It depends on the condition of the bag.
Yeah. I don't do it regularly.
Okay. What about the bags that you do part with, Danae? Can we shop your Poshmark closet? Like where do you sell online? If you sell online.
Poshmark's a great place to buy a bag. Not sponsored. And I don't have a space for that. Like I haven't had a place to set up my bags to sell.
Okay.
I think that's like a mindset to get into your head about, I have a lot and I want to sell. And it takes time. I don't think you should sell a bag cheaper because you're desperate. Just pause until you have space in your mind to sell it for a good, decent used price. But I have some friends who are interested in selling bags, and it's a slow process. It takes a while, but it's worth it to like invest in getting your investment back.
Yeah.
But right now I like my bags. The ones I don't, I'm trying to like use a little bit more to continue to give that exposure to companies. Not that I don't like them, but like if I get a bag for free, I don't really feel great about selling it. So I like to have a bag for a while and use it. Maybe I give it away. Maybe I sell it one day, but not like right away.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel right.
I understand that. Okay. Now, Danae, tell us more about your life outside of the perfect leather bag. I understand that you are a professional watercolor artist. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes. So, when you asked that question, I was like, how many years has it been? And I learned how to paint my junior year of high school.
Oh, wow.
That's 20 years ago. I'm like annoyed that that's a number. I'm old.
I
don't feel old.
No, you're not. You're not.
I learned watercolor in high school. I've always been an artist, like drawing, and then I learned watercolor because it was presented to me that it's the most challenging medium to use in art, and that made me feel like then if I'm good at that, then I'm really good. And all ego there, but so I've just been painting my whole life since then, and I have an interior design degree, and that looks like doing 3D renderings for companies. Like if you've ever driven down the road and there's a building under construction and there's a sign that says coming soon, and it has a rendering of the building, that's what I would be doing.
That's incredible. I saw some of your work. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
And I think you're going to have to do those drawings for June. Like make a little backdrop for her to play with her dolls.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
It would be so cute. I think that's in your future for her.
Yeah. So Danae Designs LLC.
Danae Designs LLC.com. Is that the website?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you'll just see a whole portfolio there, but I do home portraits, and that looks like I'm moving, but I love the look of my house, and I want a painting just to bring me to the next home. So I could do a watercolor of that.
Beautiful.
But then I do plein air, which means, it's a French word that means painting an atmosphere. And that looks like I would show up at a competition, set up my easel, paint, frame it, turn it into judges, and then they critique it. And I do that. So like last year I made 28 paintings at competitions.
Incredible.
And it's just insane. I don't know if I can keep up with that number. But when you paint plein air, you don't have the comfort of your studio. You're in the elements. You're working fast, so it's a little looser.
Things like snakes can come up at you. Like you just never know.
That's funny. There's a video on that. That's so funny. Yeah, so you did see that on the channel.
I did.
I don't really talk about art on my channel that much, but plein air is a big part of my life.
That is so cool.
So yeah,
it's beautiful. You're so
really
talented.
what I spent a lot of time doing is design and art.
The first time I saw on your channel like a roll where you had like your brushes and things, because Limited Lisa, let's not say that, sorry. I thought that, she probably got a cool roll and then she figured she would like paint. But no, you like really do paint, not because you have the roll.
Yeah.
The painting came first and then you probably secondarily purchased that. When you've done your design drawings, have you ever put like a little leather bag on the corner by the couch or something ever?
Like a little Easter egg? No, I haven't. That's really cute. I should.
You should.
Do that, like to start putting them in little spots.
And so
the art supplies is artists would resonate with this, that we are addicted to collecting supplies. We think it's so fun. And then, yes, we have to use them, but like, then what do they go in? And so a lot of my bags that I use for plein air are leather bags. We haven't talked much about Instagram, but that's also something that really coordinates with the channel, but it's such a lazier way of getting content out because a photo is not a podcast, it's not a video, and it really includes people into your life. So a lot of my leather bags that I use right now are for art supplies. I also use my leather bags for, I love tennis. And so my tennis bag is the large urban tote.
Oh, is it?
And I put an insert in it that I got on Amazon to coordinate all the tennis stuff. But
that's
it's just
great.
Like any hobby in my life, I pair it with a bag.
A bag. So then that bag just stays stuffed with your tennis stuff for when you're ready to play. That's really smart.
Gets used and it gets a patina and it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I feel like the patina comes with use. But when you have so many, you don't get the patina because you're not using them. Good
idea. So if people want to see Danae Designs on Instagram, your address is at Danae Designs _ behind the scenes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And that has a lot of like, not the finished pieces. Well, the finished pieces are on there, but it's got the behind the scenes. It's got how I set things up, the sketching, the materials leading up to the final piece. That's
so cool. So cool. And then you also have another passion project, right? You have another Instagram where you have photographed, you have like 70 different plants in your home and you photograph them and you put them on an Instagram. It's so cool. I was just like, going through enjoying. I'm like, it was so satisfying.
Hearing it back, I see how many hobbies I have. I'm like, what? Why don't you just be simpler? But okay,
you were so talented. That's all.
The plants, I had 15 of them, 15, before COVID, and then COVID came.
Oh, so this all is
down
recent.
The world, and I became one of these plant people. And I think maybe you've seen this. It's all over YouTube. We all just became obsessed with nurturing plants in our home because we couldn't go anywhere.
No, I didn't know that was a thing.
I inherited like 15, 20 plants from my parents. And then I just started watching YouTube videos and I learned everything about every plant. You can see one down here.
I do.
And they're not dying and they're multiplying. And I don't know what I'm doing.
Can I see your thumb?
It's overwhelming. Like I'm looking at a lot of them right there. And it's fun, but it's an escape. It's a controlled escape. You're not dealing with people. There's no deadlines. You're just kind of immersing yourself in a plant.
Do you talk to your plants?
Of course.
Good.
I'm like, how are you guys? And like when something's wrong with them or something good is happening, I'm like, look at you. You did it.
You're sprouting.
My husband's like, please stop. It's so weird.
He's like, I don't want to be jealous.
I'm like, what's the critique here? I know it's weird.
Oh my goodness. I need to know, how long does it take you to water them all? Like 30 minutes? Or I was calculating and I'm going to guess maybe 30 minutes.
I would say maybe 2 or 3 times a week I spend 15 minutes.
2 or 3 times a week. 15 minutes? That's it?
Because how I water them, larger plants need less.
Okay.
Smaller plants need more. And so I kind of just visit the smaller plants more frequently. It's I do bottom watering. I don't know if you know what that means.
I do. That's
you're water
serious.
In a bowl, and then you put the plant in it, and you walk away. And then an hour later, you move it out, and you're done. So it's like I'm not interacting with them a lot. It's kind of organic. It's just I haven't bought any more plants in a long time, but during peak COVID time, that was weird.
That's so funny. I only have one plant, and I'm happy to tell you it's doing really well. I bet you have one. It's a fig tree, like the kind that they had in the garden. What?
A fiddle leaf?
Maybe that's it. It's the really big green leaves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the kind Adam and Eve sewed together.
Cool, good job. That's a tricky one.
It's 9 feet tall.
Oh dear.
It's scraping our ceiling.
Did you buy it big?
I bought it when it was like 2.5 feet tall.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo. Good job.
But it's in a tiny little pot, and I think it's now so big that it could tip over, so I got to figure that out.
Yeah, it would probably want some new pots too.
Oh my goodness. Now, I want to share with you something that I thought of later when you told me about your plants. I think you would love to do this. I saw this done at my daughter's preschool at Mother's Day. It was like a Mother's Day gift idea that this other mom had. She went to Goodwill, which you're familiar with doing, and she bought used handbags. She filled them with dirt, and then she put flowers in the handbag, gave them as gifts, and then you set them like on your front porch or something around Mother's Day. How awesome is that?
I don't know how I feel about it. I'm like,
oh, you're not sure?
Holes. Is this a temporary thing? Is it a nursery pot inside? My mind just went that way. I think that's a really cute pot because
it looked cool.
It's interesting to look at, you know.
I don't know how long.
I just went to the plant. Like, is the plant okay?
Yeah.
You know, outside that the sun dries it out quick.
You're like, it can't stay there forever. I don't know if this is good.
It's a cute idea. I hope it plays out. No judgment.
Tell me, going back to Mark for a minute, tell me how you guys met. How'd you guys meet?
Oh. So Mr. Mark and we met at church. I was the greeter girl, and he visited a church event that we were having, and then the next week he wasn't there, and the following week he came back, and I said, "Oh, Mark, welcome back. We missed you."
Oh, you remembered his name?
And then we had an icebreaker question later that evening, and I did that with my girlfriends, and then I went and found him, and I was like, let's do the icebreaker question. So
nice.
I definitely pursued him, and couldn't figure out who he was. I was like, who are you? And then he claims, it's on record, Mark, that he asked me out 3 times, and I didn't realize until the 3rd time.
Really?
He was very subtle. Don't be subtle. Don't be subtle when you ask someone out.
Mm-hmm.
So the 3rd time was more direct, and I was so busy back then that our first date was breakfast.
Oh.
Like, we met up at a restaurant, and I had to go on to my next appointment.
That's the only place you could fit him in. Was
I was like, the only availability is a breakfast on Saturday. He's like, I'll take it. And then he asked me about St. Louis, like the first date.
He asked you about what?
St. Louis. Sorry, my story is I'm from Michigan, and then after we got married, we moved to St. Louis. So he got it right in there, like, hey, would you ever want to move? And I'm like, let's do it. I'd move.
Beautiful.
Your mouth is just dropped open.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, I like that kind of storytelling. I love to hear how relationships and marriages have begun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we were intentional. We were at a good time in our life to be serious. We only dated 11 months, got married 4 months later after being engaged. And yeah, I mean, it helped that we were both at a spot in our lives where we kind of knew what we wanted.
Mm-hmm. So clearly you found the perfect man. Now let's talk about,
for me.
Yes, perfect for you. Did you find the perfect leather bag yet?
Look at that segue. Bravo.
I was working on that one.
I bet. Okay, let me think. I don't know. I think I have. And I think I also have that problem still that my newest bag is my favorite bag. The newest bag. So that's like tricky. But I grabbed a couple. Do you want me to hold it up?
You can. Wait, now let me ask. We're going to be playing a game in a little bit here.
This is not the same.
Not the same. Okay, good.
So, okay. I mean, I don't think this is going to be a shocker to anyone. But
okay. Let's see.
This one just, I would rebuy it over and over again. If that's, I think, a good question on, like, how do you know? And it's
oh, yes.
Of course it's this one.
Oh, it's beautiful.
What Danae is holding up at this moment is the medium simple leatherback bag from Saddleback Leather in the dark tobacco. It's tobacco, but it was when it was like really dark.
Yes, I see that.
I bought it used.
Did you?
And every trip we go on, it still goes.
That's beautiful. Love it. I love it. And you know, it's all about the journey too. So maybe with the perfect leather bag idea, you know, it's the journey that counts, not the destination anyway. So
yeah, that's a good mentality to have. I also think sometimes bags can have really sweet memories tied to them.
Mm-hmm.
And that can make you love it more just because there's like a special memory in it, you know?
That's how I have to look at stains and scratches. That's good. Got to remember that. Oh, okay. So if people want to find your content online, they should go to youtube.com/theperfectleatherbag, right? And on Instagram, okay, it's at theperfectleatherbag. And again, your Danae Designs website is DanaeDesignsLLC.com, and on Instagram at DanaeDesigns_behind-the-scenes. Oh, and then we didn't talk about your houseplant Instagram. That is The Perfect Houseplant on Instagram.
Did you see what I did there? The Perfect Houseplant.
I love it. I love it.
That's funny.
Oh, so Danae, today I'd like to do our usual podcast segments, if you would, and then we'll finish this podcast with a game that our listeners at home can play right along with us, okay? How about if we start with our 3-question quiz? Does that sound good?
Yes.
Oh, that was so awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to save this.
That was like forever long. So
I'm sorry. No, it was great, but I hope you're okay with that.
Oh, I don't mind.
January 27th, 2022. What was I going to say? That was the bulk of the episode because the rest will go kind of quickly, I think.
Yep.
So, okay. All right, so gotta put in a little musical interlude here. There we go. I've learned so much. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're doing a great job. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay. All right, so we'll do our 3-question quiz now, and we use the honor system. So Danae, you'll be grading yourself, okay? You'll earn 1 point for each correct answer. If you get all 3 points, you have my permission to go out and buy a brand new bag. If you get only 2 points, you must buy the bag used, which you'd probably be okay with. If you only get 1 point, then you have to wait a bit longer. And if you get 0 points today, then you have to list a bag for sale. Okay?
That's the trouble right there.
All right, so all of these are going to be true-false questions. So I made it easy, okay? Don't tell me your answer till I get through all of them, okay?
Okay.
So question number 1, true or false, some cultures used leather as money. Number 2, true or false, the leather industry has benefited the beauty product industry. And number 3, true or false, the leather industry has benefited the field of medicine. Okay, so Danae, what do you think? Number 1, some cultures used leather as money. True or false?
I will say true.
You are correct. In the 13th century in India, leather was used as currency, and it was considered a viable option until very talented citizens were able to reproduce the leather currency, and then they flooded the market, and then that was over. So
Yep.
It lost its value. So
I'm just relieved I don't have to sell a bag.
you've got 1
got
point.
1 point.
1 point. We're good now.
Yeah.
Number 2, the leather industry has benefited the beauty product industry. Do you think that's true or false?
I'm going to say false.
Actually, it is true. Beauty products do benefit from leather. Collagen is a byproduct of the leather tanning process, apparently. And of course, collagen is in a lot of makeup and other beauty products.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of weird. Okay, number 3, the leather industry has benefited the field of medicine.
I'll say true to that.
And you are right. So you got 2 points. 2 points.
Okay, 2.
You can buy used.
Sounds good.
Leather has been used in the world of medicine. I guess back in the 1960s, sheep leather was used for bedridden patients. And the soft leather helped to prevent bed sores. So, and we've also apparently used leather in history for the creation of braces for broken and sprained limbs, medical bags, medical ID bracelets, and other instruments. Very interesting. Okay. 3-question quiz, January 27th, 2022. Okay. And I'll add another little interlude here. I hope I do okay when we get to the game, because man, this is gonna be hard.
I think you're gonna get it.
You think I am?
I don't know.
You're so
Maybe.
encouraging. Oh, okay. So now it's time for the leather confession. Danae, can you confess to our listeners something funny or surprising about you that relates to leather? And whatever you're willing to admit, we're willing to listen.
I don't know. I don't think I have like a confession that's juicy or anything like that, but it's a little bit another origin story in a way.
Okay.
So I'm always curious on why I love leather. I'm like, I don't fully get it. I don't know why I got the bug. I mean, a lot of people have gotten the bug, but I don't know means to me. So when I was younger, we had a foreign exchange student named Sandra from Germany. Hi, Sandra. I don't think she's listening, but she's, I've actually visited her in Germany when I visited a couple years ago. And I loved having her in our family, in our life. And she had this bag. It wasn't leather.
And it was not.
I loved the bag. I thought it was really charming. It's actually called a German bread bag. It has a military look to it. It has a flap and like 2 straps, and it has so much of what I'm actually already looking for always in a bag. They sell replications of them, but like they're not the same. Anyway, so Sandra had a bag like that, and I loved it, and I love Sandra. And that Christmas she was with us, she had her parents ship one over for me. And I opened that bag that Christmas, and I was so overwhelmed by how special and unique and thoughtful, and that she listened to me. And that it was such, like, I'm one of 6 kids, so I feel like our gifts were like group gifts, you know, a lot of times, and just to be seen and like loved like that meant so much to me. And I remember, I mean, that was maybe freshman year, maybe
of high
8th
school,
grade or freshman year. I was that age, and then Sandra was a senior in high school. And so I would wear that bag everywhere, and all my friends hated it. And they all just like, were like, why are you wearing that? It's ugly. And
they didn't get it
to them, but it meant a lot to me. Excuse me. So I stopped wearing it.
Oh no.
And I didn't enjoy it because I let that peer pressure get to me. And, you know, off and on, I would wear it in high school as I grew up, but then I went away to college. My parents accidentally donated it to Goodwill.
Oh no.
And I haven't seen it in years, and I've been trying to find the same. It's like a heavier denim material, and the ones online are like cotton. And I've been trying to find it. Haven't found it yet.
Can you reach out to Sandra? Like,
I have.
Okay.
And I mean, it was just so long ago. I mean, it was from 1999 or 2000. So it's just a long time ago that she bought it. And she has been like, I'm trying to look for it, but so there's this bag. So I feel like I've had this love of bags for a long time. Now the leather, I still can't pinpoint
why.
Just this, I think the smell of leather is like a scent that I haven't tied it to a memory yet, but I just that rich feeling of them. So that's a kind of no one's ever heard that story.
I love that. Thank you for telling me that. Did you ever have a thing for military handbags?
Well, the German one looked like a military
bag. So you have like gone through that phase.
I just that one bag.
Okay.
I don't know what you mean by military. Like,
well, I went through this thing back when I was in high school, and I collected military bags, like vintage ones and modern ones from like I. Goldberg and stuff. But I've always wondered if there's a correlation, like if other women who love leather bags, if they too went through like a military bag phase.
Maybe. I mean, I know that bag is military that I loved, but I didn't identify it as military. I was just like, this means so much to me.
Yeah.
And it was black, and it had silver hardware, and I feel like I'm going to just keep scouring eBay always and feel like, where is it?
Was it a messenger bag?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
It had a flap, and then on the inside it had some compartments. I don't know.
We'll pray that you find that someday, Danae.
I know, right? And I feel like I want it in the version of leather, and I haven't found that either. But I'm always a sucker for leather bags that have more of a military look, I think. I'm just like more masculine, more military, not as feminine.
I know. It's a cool style that you have. I love it. And I feel like Saddleback kind of hits that for you, right?
It does, yeah. Yeah. I've pitched to them like, this is the design I want, and they're like, we're good. Like, okay, never mind. I want one like custom made maybe someday. That'd be great.
I think you're gonna have to. If you don't find it, well, you're not gonna find it probably in leather. So yeah, put that in the bucket list.
I know. Is there any leather makers that want to work with me?
I know. If so, comment down below. Message her, DM her on Instagram.
I would love it. I would just love to design bags for people.
Oh, be so cool. Leather Confession, January 27th, 2022. That was a good one. That's so cool. And actually, when I was in high school, I was friends with a German exchange student and her name was Sandra. Like, how weird is that?
You can't keep duplicating. That's so funny.
I know. Like, as you were saying it, I'm like, oh, I wonder if it's Sandra. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Sandra. So funny. But she probably didn't go to 2 host families, and we certainly don't live near each other. But okay, another musical interlude here. There we go. Okay. All right. So, I'm so excited to do the leather lingo word of the week for you. Tell me what you I did. Okay. Tell me what you think of this, okay? Okay, it's the leather lingo word of the week. Today's leather lingo is a leapfrog bag. Do you know what a leapfrog bag is, Danae?
I'm gonna find out. No, I don't know.
Okay, so a leapfrog bag is a desirable bag which causes a chain reaction in BST groups. A BST group, of course, is a buy, sell, trade group on Facebook. So if a leapfrog bag is posted, a sudden chain reaction occurs whereby other people will immediately post pictures of bags from their personal collection, which they're suddenly very willing to sell, all in an effort to liquidate assets or recoup money just spent in order to make possible or to make justifiable a new bag purchase. The chain reaction can cause many new listings to be posted within just minutes of each other, with sales happening just as quickly. And within an hour, the plans for dozens of handbags to be exchanged have suddenly been set in motion, all thanks to the original leapfrog bag. This social media phenomenon is basically a bunch of grown adult women playing the same game of leapfrog they enjoyed as children. The philosophy is, if my bag moves, then your bag moves, and this pattern continues down the line until all of us are suddenly a little bit happier. So I'll use it in a sentence, Danae, so that you can start to add this lingo into your leather vocabulary. OMG, Mia just posted a leapfrog bag. It's time to act fast. Did you like that?
Wow, that is so interesting. And that is true. There'll be quiet in the groups for a while, and then somebody will do something, and it just goes.
People start letting go of stuff.
Somebody together.
What was that?
I like it when someone posts something and everybody just gets mad. I just sit there like the Michael Jackson thing and like eat popcorn and watch. I'm agreeing that sometimes it's quiet and then everybody just chimes in and it gets to be a frenzy of something.
And you can just sit back and watch it all happen.
Don't participate. Just watch. But the buying of like you're saying if somebody posts a bag, wait, I'm going to sell this so I get money to buy that bag.
Wait, I don't want to lose what you're saying. I just stopped it. So hold that thought for 1 second. Well, now I can't even type. Oh, goodness. There we go. Okay, what were you just about to say? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was clarifying, is leapfrog bag, like if somebody posts one, I'm going to now post one to make money off my sale so I can buy hers.
Exactly.
And somebody's going to post one to buy this one.
Yes.
And then
you got it. That's a good visual you were doing. Yeah, like it all of a sudden allows all of us to move and all these bags like move hands within. Yeah, it happens. I'm sure you've seen it happen. I've seen it happen.
It would happen also with like a very well priced bag, like one that's not retail price, but like a good used price.
Yes. Ooh. That's true. Yeah, so that's a leapfrog bag.
Okay. That was a fun lingo.
Thank you. Lingo. I know. Thank you. I think that one's a good one. Part 2, January 27th, 2022. Oh, I'm excited. You know what's next? The game.
Are you recording right now?
Just on the camera only, not on my.
Oh, here's a question for you.
Should I start it? Or do you just want to
No.
ask me? Okay.
I'm happy to play this next game. Do you feel like we're getting too long?
Too long, did you say?
I have time. Do you feel like I mean, we can record this next segment and just you feel it out if you like it or not.
Okay. Here's what
I
I think will happen. It is
Your
definitely
podcast normally this long.
No.
I feel bad.
I think this next part is going to go quick because
Okay.
I have my questions I'm going to ask, but I don't think I'm going to be real successful at guessing the bag. So I think it's going to move quick because I'm not going to know. Okay. I'm not going to painstakingly.
I just was like, I feel bad. I'm like, am I taking up all your time?
No, this is great. And if for some reason this is too cumbersome, I can always trim, but I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
So
let's try.
Let's try it. Let me just add this little interlude quickly. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's the game show segment finally. Are you ready to play a game with me and our listeners, Danae?
I am.
Yay! So since your YouTube channel is all about visuals, and since this podcast has no visuals because it's for listening ears only, I figured it might be fun to play a game where me and our listeners visit your channel, youtube.com/theperfectleatherbag, and we look at all the thumbnails of your videos, and we try to guess which one of the bags or backpacks you've featured on your channel you have in your hands right now. Does that sound fun?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to play a game of 20 questions, and here are the rules of the game, okay? I would like you to select one of the bags or backpacks in your personal collection. I'm going to ask you 20 yes/no questions to see if I can guess the bag that you have in your hands. And I'm going to be looking at your video thumbnails to help me out. And it's kind of like multiple choice, except I have like 100 to choose from. 20 questions is the limit. So hopefully I will be able to guess the bag before I get to that point. And when I use the word bag, I'm referring to anything that you have, whether it's a wristlet, a clutch, a backpack, messenger, whatever. So Danae, do you have the bag in your possession right now without me seeing?
I do.
Okay.
I see it over there.
Okay, you made your choice. Okay, so you confirm to our listeners who are only listening and not watching this video that I don't see it, right?
Correct. It is out of frame. I can smell it.
Okay, so we'll start with an easy question. Apparently, first of all, though, you are supposed to ask if you have an animal, vegetable, or mineral. I guess that's how you play the 20-question game. I guess this would be more of like an animal, right? Ugh. Okay.
It could be vegetable tanned. I don't know.
That's true. Okay, so is it vegetable tanned?
Yeah.
If you know.
A part of it is.
Okay. All right, a part of it. All right, is the leather full grain?
Always, yes.
Good. I would expect nothing less.
Yeah. I get asked to review a lot of bags that are genuine leather, and I say no. Only
No.
full grain or top grain. Full grain.
You got to draw the line somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Is the leather brown?
Yes.
Okay, I figured. Is it a light brown or oh wait, I can't ask you, is it a light brown or a dark brown? You can only say yes or no. So I'm going to say, is it a light brown?
Yes.
Okay. Does it have an exterior zipper on the front? I'm only interested in the front.
No.
Okay. Have you ever used this bag as a diaper bag for June?
No.
Okay. Would you say it has large capacity?
Yes.
Okay. Does it have a crossbody strap?
Always.
Okay. Would you consider the silhouette of this bag to be a tote?
I would say yes.
Yay, I'm glad you picked a tote. Okay. Does it have brass hardware? Brass.
I think so. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Does the leather have pull up? Where
No.
It does not. Okay. Would you say it is a pebbled leather?
No.
Okay. Do you think the leather is made out of cowhide?
Always, yes.
Okay. Did you buy this bag with your own money? With your own money as opposed to receiving it as a gift or through a collaboration?
Did I buy it with my own money? The answer is no.
No. Okay, so it was. Okay, so it's either a collaboration or a gift. Because some of, that's going to help me narrow it.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Would you say that this bag is prone to scratches?
No.
No.
Not in my experience.
Okay. Would you say this bag is structured?
No.
Would you consider this bag to be more wide than tall?
No.
Okay.
I don't know how you're going to do this.
We're narrowing it in. Okay, time for me to guess. All right, so basically it's full grain, it's light brown, has large capacity. I'm looking at your thumbnails. It has, oh, hold on, sorry, I got a phone call there. Let me just save this.
You're about to jump on and search.
Okay, thank you. So it is a tote. Okay, I'm so glad you picked a tote. You made it easier on me. Okay, so it is a tote that has brass. Oh my gosh, what if it's the one that I want next? I'm gonna guess this just because I hope it's this. Is it a Go Forth Goods bag?
No, but their tote is lovely.
Okay.
That needs to be one of your next purchases.
Does it?
Hi, Nathan. That stuff is good.
Okay. Oh, it has a crossbody strap. And you didn't use it with Dune though. Oh, listeners at home, if you can call in right now with help, I would appreciate it. I need a lifeline. It's not the Dilari, is it?
No, that's a good one too.
Okay.
That's my current diaper bag.
Is it? Oh, is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is it the Joanna Gaines favorite satchel?
No.
No. Oh man, how many bags did I guess? 2, right? I did.
I think you said 2 or 3.
Oh, that's it then. I'm done. You can give me one hint. I think I've hit my quota of 20 questions. Give me one hint and I'll make one more guess.
It has very limited runs when it's released.
Oh, I know it. The one that says the best tote, and that is your winter session.
The Garrison leather tote from winter.
Yes.
I'll call it. You did it. You got there.
With a little help from my friends.
It was a gift from my mother-in-law.
I remember. And it was very limited. And I have checked since and I'm like, oh man, she's so lucky. And can we see
limited.
Can we see what it looks like?
Do you want me to see it?
Yeah, I want to see the patina and all the gorgeousness that I'm sure it has now.
It's been oxidizing pretty good.
Oh, yes, it has.
When you buy it, it's a lot lighter.
Look at that.
And see, it's very smushy.
Oh,
and it doesn't scratch that much.
Wow. I would have expected it to. That's great.
These handles, though, are just so charming. Because you would think a tote would have the traditional tote handles, but this grab handle is everything.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you picked that one. That's my favorite of all the bags that you have on your channel.
Oh, really?
It really is. It really is.
It's so good. I'm going to toss it.
Your mother-in-law is awesome.
It's so, I mean, it's like one of my favorites, but it's so charming.
Oh,
so pretty.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you.
And a plug for my channel would be that I've been getting a lot of other bags, not from companies. I've been buying some things for myself. And I want to give a shout out to Coastal Hillbilly.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Robin. And her stuff is phenomenal. I purchased something for myself for Christmas, and it's a teaser because you haven't seen anything. But Coastal Hillbilly, woo, really good prices, really good styles. I'll share more on my channel one day.
So that's coming up at some point here.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I can't wait.
I know. I might post some photos of her post some photos from that company on Instagram.
On Instagram? All right, we will check that out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's I'm not recording now, but I'll just save this real quick. There is a surgence of like people being very excited about CH.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Like,
it's so pretty. It's so pretty.
I know. Oh, and it must be sitting there in the room with you.
Yeah, I see it.
All right, so now it's time to go into our homework here. Where you've actually made it here through to the end, Danae. I almost said Renee because the interlude I'm typing in is Rue. I don't know, it's French, but yeah, we're almost there. Okay. So now for the homework, okay?
That's good.
Okay, so your handbag homework, your bag business this week is to tag Danae on Instagram with a picture of your personal perfect leather bag and use the hashtag #ThePerfectLeatherBag, right? Is that good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the perfect leather bag, and then we can all see each other's perfect leather bags.
I cannot wait. That is a great homework assignment. All right, so now we go to the closing segment, and I'm just going to thank you for being on the show. Was there anything else you wanted to say that I should add? Like I can do another segment if you need a little space.
Nothing comes to mind.
Okay.
Anything for you?
No, I think this has been great. After I cut at the end, then I'm going to add one more segment at the end, reminding them to check out our channels to see the video if they desire, and we may leave that off.
If not, you use it. Yeah. Okay.
Then we won't use it if not. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here we go. Danae, thank you so much for being on the show today. I had so much fun, and you are always welcome to come back on the show again anytime.
That's sweet of you. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you everyone for listening to the Pebbled Leather Podcast. I hope you enjoyed this interview with Danae as much as I did. Don't forget to check out her YouTube channel and follow her on Instagram by searching for The Perfect Leather Bag. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Lisa Loves Leather. Watch my bag reviews at youtube.com/Lisa Goddard. And please search for the Pebbled Leather Podcast in the group section of Facebook to chat with me and connect with other listeners. We'll see you on Wednesday for our next episode. In the meantime, spread the word and please share on social media. And until then, keep loving that leather bag. Thanks, Danae.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everyone. That was great.
Good job.
Oh, this was so much fun. Thank you so much. Okay.
Part of my brain I haven't used in a while.
What do you mean?
Oh, just talking about leather this extensively.
Well, it was extensive, wasn't it?
It's fine. It's good. It's a part of my brain I haven't used in a while.
You're going to not need to talk about leather bags for like 2 weeks. You're like, I'm good.
That's funny.
Oh, okay. One more little clip here. Oh, and don't forget, if you want to take a peek at the behind the scenes video footage of this podcast interview, be sure to visit my channel at youtube.com/Lisa Goddard and Danae's channel at youtube.com/ThePerfectLeatherBag. Okay, that's everything. Yeah, I'll just put,
Fun.
yeah, there we go. That was great. I loved it. Thank you.
Good job. And I mean, however you want to do the video, I mean, we'll talk about it, I guess, too, but I don't mind everything that we talked about to be shared. I don't feel like there was any parts I needed out, by the way.
That you need cut out. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
We said,
yeah.
Everything's fine.
Yay, thank you. And it looks like this video is 1 hour and 30 minutes if we use it all. And it looks like the podcast, let's see, I don't think I have a total yet on that, but
oh my word.
Oh, yeah. Oh, duh. The same length, of course. It's actually the same. Oh, no, it's not. It's 15 minutes less. So.
Yeah, because you start and stop. Well,
yeah.
I just got going. I got going in all my stories.
It was
I was
great.
like, should I give her less? Should I do just like tease her? I'm like, no, just share everything.
I loved it. Thank you. It was great.
You're welcome.
Thank you. That was inspirational. And again, my favorite part was learning about your honesty and about your integrity with your family, with your finances, including your husband, putting your family first. Those are my big takeaways, and I appreciate that very much.
I'm glad that resonated with you, because I mean, have you seen that problem? It's like a lot of people just kind of ignore their other responsibilities. I'm like, no, guys, this leather thing will always be here if you want it. Like,
yes,
money is very precious. Don't just blow it.
Yeah, and I know my own weaknesses too. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I think I just didn't want to be associated with somebody buying something impulsively.
You're right.
That like I didn't want that part of my brain. So.
No, yeah, you made that very clear, and I love that. So, cool. Thank you. Well, please,
you're welcome.
Please thank Mark for allowing this time, and go back and enjoy Junebug.
Yeah, well, she's napping. He's working.
Oh.
I'm gonna go eat some food.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Danae.
Okay. Yeah. Bye. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.